Hi everyone. I just as I do a video in response to Andy Heisman's brilliant video this morning. Andy, I just want to thank you. Thanks for raising and bringing awareness of our Constitution of Era to our people when it's most needed. Thanks for highlighting how our Constitution is the best in the world and how it protects our God-given rights. On Bunreacht, this is it here. On Bunreacht, 1937, 63 articles, Clo Gaelic is the law of the land. And sadly, it has been intentionally hidden on us for a very long time. It is our de jure, lawful, primary law, national constitution of Era, which we the people in the whole of the island, 32 counties, voted into existence on the 4th of July 1937, with our oath to the people and our rights derived from God, our Creator. So I'm just going to look at a couple of articles. So first and foremost, I think Article 4 is just imperative. And so I'll just read it out. The name of the state is Era. Now, that's in English is how Era is spelt, right? And in the English language, Ireland. So in Irish, it's Era, where we can see over in the Clo Gaelic. This is how it's correctly spelt. E-fada-I-R-A. Exactly like that. But in the English, it's spelt with that capital A. But that's not how we spell it in Clo Gaelic in the Irish. This is the name of our state. This is the name of our island. And people, we need to start calling her proper name, her official name, Era. It's an absolute beautiful name and we really need to start using it. So that's the first thing there. And also Article 5, Ireland, Era, is a sovereign, independent, democratic state. Okay, just want to say briefly, Article 1, the Irish nation hereby affirms its inalienable, indefeasible, and sovereign right to choose its own form of government. Now, what that's saying to me, and it says to many others, is that we choose our own form of government and they work for us. They work for us, the people, we the people. And the words there, I'm just going to go over inalienable. Inalienable is a very, very powerful word, meaning cannot be taken away. Inalienable rights cannot be taken away. Indefeasible cannot be annulled or overturned. These are powerful words, people, that are in our Constitution, and we need to start using them. Okay. Article 2, the national territory consists of the whole island of Era. We are a 32 county island, the whole of the island. So I'll move on. So that's the official name of the state, Era, and we need to start using it. It's imperative we start using it. Now, I'm just going to briefly go over to the Blue Book. Okay, this Blue Book is a de facto quasi-Blue Book. This is based on a fraud and deception. People think it's the real Constitution, but they were tricked and deceived into thinking that. So people need to become aware this is not our true rule of law and Constitution. This is not. This is based on fraud. And I'm going to put that aside because I don't want to talk any more about that for the moment. I want to focus on our real, authentic, national, sovereign Constitution that was written for the people, by the people. Okay? So, in this, we have everything we need. In On Bunreacht, 1937, we have everything we need. this is still has the full force of law. It is enrolled in Clo Gaelic in the office of the Registrar of the Irish Supreme Court. Okay, so anything that is Irish law has to be written in Clo Gaelic in the office of the Registrar of the Irish Supreme Court to become law. And for a long time, that has actually not happened. So also in regards to the language, I'm going to just go to Article 63. Because our language, Clo Gaelic, our text, Irish text, has supremacy over English. You can see it here. In case of conflict between the Irish and the English text, the Irish text shall prevail. So if there's any confusion, it's the Irish text that will prevail, that has supremacy. So as I was saying, for any law to be Irish law, it has to be enrolled in the office of the Registrar of the Supreme Court and enrolled in Clo Gaelic. And as I said, it hasn't been done in many, many years, right? Which makes any so-called law null and void, as does legislation, acts, codes and statutes that are repugnant to our people and on Bunreacht. They are null and void as well if they are repugnant, as per Article 15.4. So I'll just go to 15.4 quickly. So 15.4 down here. The Oireachtas shall not enact any law which is in, sorry, I just have to read this now. The Oireachtas shall not enact any law which is in any respect repugnant to this constitution or any previous provisions thereafter. Now it's as clear as day there. Sorry, I couldn't read it through the screen, so I had to move it. So apologies. So I mean, there you go. That's Article 15.4. On Bunreacht honours and protects our people so much. This is why it has been hidden on us, and why they are tearing it into pieces amendment by amendment. And this is why they don't teach it in the schools. They want to teach everything else, but they don't want to teach the Constitution and the children's God-given rights to them. Why? Because they'll grow up being empowered. That's why. They don't want you to be empowered by knowing your rights. They are attacking the family again. They want the woman, mother, erased from the Constitution to become something unnatural. Now, if this happens and women and mother is replaced by another word, whatever that word is going to be, because they still haven't made up their mind the definition of a woman, then we will lose our natural rights as a woman and as a mother. And the rights they will grant us will be limited and against natural law. So, you change me, the woman, from the Constitution. Will it have repercussions for me and my family? Will the amendments force me out to work? Will changing me from a natural woman and mother weaken me as a mother of my own children? Will I become unprotected? Will my family become unprotected? Will I lose my natural place and my natural rights? Will I lose my natural primary access to my children? Will my place as a woman and a mother be degraded and limited? These are some of the questions we need to ask. And remember, they want our children, and we are in the way. So, I don't need to cover the whole RSA because Andy does that brilliantly. So, what I will talk about is Article 42. Article 42. First of all, you know, schools, that are teaching RSE and SPHE, they can have it on the curriculum, but we do not have to avail of those teachings. Our children do not have to attend those classes. As we are the primary and natural educators of our children, and the school is secondary to us. And what says goes by us. We are the primary natural educators, as I said. We do not have to consent to anything that's going to hinder, harm, or interfere in our children's holistic well-being. So I'm just going to read out 42 education, and it's absolutely brilliant. The state acknowledges that the primary and natural educator of the child is the family and guarantees to respect the inalienable, inalienable, cannot be taken away, rights and duty of the parents to provide according to their means for the religious and the moral, intellectual, physical and social education of their children. So whatever we see fit, we will apply to our children. If we think something's going to harm our children and not be of any benefit, well then we do not have to apply that to our children. That's a brilliant article. I mean, we're going through these articles, and all it's saying is the protection it's given us. The protection it's given us. It's and they want to change all this. And I will just go on to Article 43 for private property. So I'll briefly touch that. So they want this right to housing bill. And while that's, sounds fantastic and all that, they want to change the wording from citizen to resident. So you just have to be here 5 minutes and you'll be entitled to a house. Now, what they want is everybody to be entitled to a house. But you may not be entitled to your house that you've paid a mortgage for 30 years. Because they might say to you, well, you are a single woman or our children and not be of any benefit. Well, then we do not have to apply that to our children. That's a brilliant article. I mean, we're going through these articles, and all it's saying is the protection it's given us. The protection it's given us. It's and they want to change all this. And I will just go on to Article 43 for private property. So I'll briefly touch that. So they want this right to housing bill. And while that's, sounds fantastic and all that, they want to change the wording from citizen to resident. So you just have to be here 5 minutes and you'll be entitled to a house. Now, what they want is everybody to be entitled to a house. But you may not be entitled to your house that you've paid a mortgage for 30 years. Because they might say to you, well, you are a single woman or a single man living in a 3-bedroomed house, and we don't think that's suitable for you, so we're going to transfer you, move you into a 1-bed apartment, and we'll move some other family of 5 or 6 into your house. And this is where this is going. So just people need to be so aware of what's going on. And this up and coming referendum, it's 3 referendums in one. So there's a lot up for grabs with this, and it's total 3 referendums in one, which is totally unconstitutional. Unbelievable, total trickery is what it is. So Andy, I just absolutely loved that video this morning. It's just fantastic that people are talking about the Constitution, because this is where it's at for us. This is the tool. This is the tool that we have, and it's through your work and it's through other good people's work that we can get this incredible document on Bunreacht out to our people, into their hands where it belongs. So thank you for encouraging our people to empower themselves by educating themselves, their friends and their families on the primary law on Bunreacht. And what I would say is, let's get this out to the people. We need to get this out ASAP. So please send the people to our website. Okay, the website we have here. It's an absolute incredible website, www.bunreacht1937.ia. And if you go to this website, you can obtain a PDF of the Constitution. And we have hard copies as well if you wish to have one. The website is absolutely beautiful. It has everything on the website, all factual, supported with all the necessary and relevant documents and literature and videos as well. It's absolutely packed, full of information around the Constitution. And just in regard to the website, we have a team of people who are extremely versed on fundamental rights in Irish law and the constitutional machinery and the organs of the state. And I do have to mention Mouse and Rory Bryan. They have been promoting and doing presentations for a number of years now. They have created this stunning website along with some others. It's free of charge, free of donations. It's for all to avail of. And to become aware of that, the actual rule of law in Éire is on Bunreacht. I mean, it's a creation. This website is a creation, of love for this land and for its people. It really, really is. So we also have a full constitution, as I said, in full print of hard copies. They are truly stunning, and everyone should have one more than ever. Like, don't rely on the government. We know not to rely on the government. They will not furnish you with one of these. They will not furnish you with your primary national constitution. They really won't. So please, people, go onto the website. It's absolutely amazing. And finally, I just want to thank, the two special men that I have mentioned, Mouse and Rory Bryan, for bringing on Bunreacht to its rightful place, to the people of Éire. For without these two great men, many would still be in the dark. We know the truth now, and the truth will prevail.